We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons
and the Washington football team.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's brought down by Dion.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They run the counter. Palmer. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. Hey, where's the 22?
They'll try the left side. It's Palmer, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Neal brought him down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Another 3 and out.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57 to mark. 57 to mark.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 6-0 our score after 1.
With this Washington 6, Falcons nothing.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott will set up the screen to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
3 and
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taken at about the 36.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
8-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run on 1st down. Palmer. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Haskins will throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Goal to go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's what I do. 52's the mark, boy. 52. No game on this defense. No game.
From the gun, it's Haskins. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice, they've punted twice, not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have
possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 38. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a couple. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 52's the line. Check 52's the line. Come on. Show it away.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. And watch the slide.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Haskins back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try the left side. It's Palmer. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Haskins now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. Not much there, only a yard. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Sammy Watkins as time expires in the first half.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And he'll bang that one through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, Palmer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Let's go. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the money.
On second down, here's Haskins. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Get him. No, check that.
And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
27-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5.
46.
Mike 55.
Right here.
46.
Prescott now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Palmer. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
52's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. New Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, punt.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Palmer. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The running back, again the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run the counter. Palmer. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Washington on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
57 the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
For the running back.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Double tight, guys, double tight. No. 3 down. No. Nice 57's Mike. Here we go.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56, Mike.
To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 down. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off the bootleg, Haskins. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talked about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
1st down, Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of his end zone, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.